Look,
I'm Kylaris. Oh, it's on.
Anyway.
Hold on. I don't think you can hear you through your microphone in stream. You can hear me though.
Oh, you know what it was? I turned it off yesterday for the bonus stream because of the setup for that. So anyway, hello. Once again, I'm Oren.
I'm Kylaris still.
And yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. Hoping to have a chill Valheim stream tonight. Just gonna hang out. It's been a long couple of days. Today was kind of busy too, in a weird sort of way. Like, Kylaris had a shower for my sister for her new house that she is closing on soon, and then I had a full stream set up to pick up from last night. So
I'm really tired from last night because for some reason it took till like 4 in the morning to get that piece build.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I was in bed. I think I was in bed. I looked at the clock probably just before I fell asleep from exhaustion at 4:02. So it was a late one. So.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I've just been rushing around since I got home, giving the kids showers, getting them ready for the week, school tomorrow, just like, ugh.
Yep.
I downed a cup of coffee before this, so yay. And anyway, we're surprisingly today joined by Professor Plum. Professor.
Howdy.
A pleasant surprise as always.
Absolutely. What's going on with you, Prof? How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. A bit tired, as always, but it's nothing new.
Right, yeah. Right.
We're about to like broken records when it comes to that.
I know. Oh, we just don't sleep enough. But yeah.
Oops, wrong portal.
So anyway, yeah, we're excited to get back on and play. We didn't get a chance to play yesterday.
I haven't been on since our Friday night stream. Yeah, because yesterday we were doing PC build all day, and so I'm looking at your view right now of the mountain in the little corner, and I'm like, yes, because we just got to go to the mountain on Friday and start experiencing that. So it's good to be back and doing more of that.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Is your push to talk on?
Yeah.
I can hear me when. Yeah. Murphy redeemed it. It's poncho time.
How are we doing on the wig challenge?
Ooh, I should look really quick. Get dressed, my dude.
You're at 86% raised of the Cal Kestis wig challenge for the community with 15 days left. Get dressed, my dude. That's what he said.
I know, isn't that hilarious? Murph, how are you, buddy? What's going on? Give me 1 second, I'll get it.
Hi, Murph. I just took the portal. I was going to see if there was any trash resin at Plum Base because we don't have any at all at home to light any sconces. It's where I go first for resin because usually our wolves have been out slaughtering things and I can just run around and pick them up.
Yeah.
Too cute. I never feel my best unless I've got my pink poncho on.
He had to wear it last night for a while he was trying to build a PC, and he had to dramatically whip it over his shoulder with the fringe and everything to get it out of the way.
Who redeemed it for that?
I think it was Tuna.
Was it Tuna? That's funny. Yeah, it was pretty good. Well, I was trying. I had just. Kylaris, can you talk when you don't think you're pushing your mic?
What?
Yeah. Did you have? So don't do push to talk and talk.
Right now, I'm not pushing anything.
Yeah, I can hear you. It must have come off somehow.
Hold on.
I don't know, but anyway.
Oh, you know what? I think I took it off push to talk.
Well, now you're not pushing it, so nobody can hear. Oh, you're in your
No, I am
settings.
pushing it.
You're in your settings. If you're in your settings, it doesn't work.
Guys, we're a mess today.
We are.
Whenever we have to tear down the entire thing and then being tired on top of it, we don't know what's going on.
It's the worst. I hate it. I hate taking down the setup. I mean, it's necessary sometimes for doing this
But even
stuff.
like they took off my monitor to like test it out with the computer downstairs, and therefore I had to like readjust my webcam, which is usually attached to it, and it was like it's just all a big like everything's tweaked in no longer where it was.
Yep. That's a little bit why we were so late. So I actually I wanted to grab a quick shower and stuff like that, and then but then we had to like tweak a little bit of Kylaris's her webcam and everything, where that was sitting, get her monitor back in place, because that all goes into like the green screen and whatever. So yeah, pink drink, pink poncho. Who dis?
You have a pink drink?
Yeah, I got a kiwi strawberry sparkling ice.
Oh. You knew it'd bring out the color in your poncho.
Yeah, right. Oh man. They are good, Murph. They're really good. Like, I have a hard time just not chugging them. I've tried to limit myself to one of these and one of the canned kind. There's canned kind, and they're of this brand, and they're caffeinated. And they're big cans, so it's like I try to only drink one of these and one of the cans a day, so I don't just scream through them. But I love them, man. They're so good.
Heaven forbid you should actually drink regular water ever.
It's true. Yeah, I should. Yeah, Murph, how are you? What's going on, man? Yeah, I think I just put on the thermal paste on the processor on Selfish Lock's computer last night. And Tuna came in and redeemed the poncho, so I put it on, and I'm
like, speaking of thermal.
Yeah, yeah, right. And I'm trying to put the heat sink on top of the processor and get that all right, and get like the bracket that holds it down seated correctly. And I'm leaning over, and this poncho's hanging, and I'm like, I do not want to get thermal paste on my pink poncho. So I had to whip it over my shoulder all dramatically, but. Watching NCAA tournament currently. I don't know why. My team isn't even playing because for once in 100 years they were terrible. Oh no, Murph. I mean, hey, you don't have to have a reason to watch something you want to watch right now, right? Oh, that's cool. How's Brittany and Finn? How are they doing? So if you didn't catch it last night, we built a PC for Locke last night. He ordered the parts. I told him I'd help him build it, and I asked him, hey, do you mind if I stream it? Unfortunately, that stream turned into a 7-hour and 40-minute stream, chock full of things that I'm gonna edit out. I unpublished it almost right away because I wasn't gonna download. I wasn't gonna export it. At 3:34 in the morning. So yeah, everyone here is good. Awesome. I went to Duke, and Duke has been my team since I was a little kid, but they were awful this year. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Nothing's worse than your team not doing so well. You know what I mean? Especially kind of consistently. It's the worst. It's like one bad game, two bad games. Whatever. We can bounce back, right? But consistently is rough. Glad everybody's doing good though, man. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, we had a good time with Selfish Lock yesterday. We hadn't actually seen him for real in person, real life for years. Which I know sounds crazy, but we pretty much hang out virtually, even though we don't live that far apart. And just because of life and because of what we like to do together is usually online anyway. So it's well, why don't you just stay where your computer is? But so anyway, he was over here for 14 hours?
Yeah. I mean, Murph, we're talking maybe year and a half, 2 years, something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. So
oh yeah, as you may know, he used to live here a long time ago, before he got married, before we had kids. And that was
well, we've been in this house 11 and a half years ago, or 11 and a half years.
Right, and that was right away. So it's been probably 10 years since he lived with us, or close to that anyway. Um, and yeah, then I don't know, things got busy. He was newly married. We had little kids for a long time, and we're just kind of like, we always kept in touch and whatnot, and we gamed together and stuff. But we probably only saw each other like a handful of times during the last decade for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
Yeah, we've played games with him for longer than that, you know what I mean? For more than a decade. And so like we've definitely been a part of each other's lives, even if we weren't
Physically?
Yeah, always physically there, you know what I mean? But yeah. Man.
So anyway, it was good to see him in real life and catch up and hang out for a long time. Like, obviously, I feel like we could have gotten started sooner on a lot of that stuff, but we were just, spending time chatting and catching up and laughing anyway, as we do.
Yep.
It was a good time.
Yeah, for sure. It really was. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I'm kind of sad that I had to unpublish the video. Between myself and my brother, we said our real last name, I don't know how many times. 3?
At least 2, I can remember.
Yeah. And while that's not like the end of the world, there's plenty of streamers who will say their full names or whatever. The internet's just kind of crazy, and you hear about some crazy stuff out there. And we've got kids and everything. We're just not going to take any chances, you know what I mean? So and it's not like we're out here playing, super competitive games that we're going to make anybody angry, or, or we have some big following of people that we, that there would be a bunch of people in here that we wouldn't know, or, like we don't know are kind of, as far as we know, really good people and stuff. So like, we're not super concerned, but at the same time, it's the internet. So,
it's just something a rule that we like to keep.
Yeah. So, and that, and just like the fact that the stream turned out to be 7.5 hours, we got this thing built.
Gosh.
I got
it. Didn't watch that for that long anyway.
Right.
Like, you need to cut it down, and like,
Yep.
if anyone wants to know how to build a PC, you need to cut out a whole bunch of stuff and just put a caption in like, well, after 3 hours of trying this, and this, none of that worked, and then finally,
yeah.
watch the next part.
I was getting pretty frustrated too. I mean, like, I stayed relatively chill, but I was getting frustrated too, because we get it all built. And we had come up with a game plan. Like, I picked up Locke at like, me and the kids went and got him, and I think we picked him up 1:30, 2 o'clock. Yeah. And in the afternoon, and we got here, we got set up down in our basement living room. We came up with a game plan. Like, we got all the parts out and stuff. We kind of, I'm not gonna lie, probably could have read the instructions more again, but I was like, I did this a year ago, should be fine. And then like I should be good and stuff. We came up with a game plan, because his PC is almost exactly like ours, and like, we got started, and already, like, right away I didn't put in a plate that should have probably gone in first. And so we didn't get too far, but I had to take the motherboard back off and unhook it from a couple of things. And so it was just, it's just little stuff like that. And, and we're like, okay, it's cool, whatever. Keep on moving, right? And then we get it all put together. And Prof, thank you so much for coming and giving us advice, because I know you've done a lot of this stuff recently too. So it was very helpful.
No worries.
So like, yeah, so we kind of approached it in a very like chill kind of way. Oh gosh, Gollum. We kind of approached it in a very chill kind of way, but wow. That guy hits hard.
You don't have all your buff food on either.
No, I don't. But yeah, we approach the whole process in a very chill way, but yeah, you know, like, so we weren't in a rush or anything. Oh gosh, I've got a wolf, a dragon, or a drake, and a golem on me right now. Ooh, I see somebody's corpse over there too. Oh, what's that?
It's Clay, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, he hasn't. I don't think he's been on to collect his stuff yet.
Oh, really? That stinks.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is it?
Clay's.
It's Clay.
His what?
His gear.
All of his gear, yeah.
Like a corpse? I wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm gonna kind of let these things fight a little bit. Oh, he one-shotted that wolf. Golems are crazy. What's that?
Heck of a shield you have, corpses.
They will kill wolves easily.
One hit, man.
Yeah, the shields have been really nice. Those are made from the scales of serpents found in the ocean that we fought while out sailing. And they're very strong.
I'm noticing the golem here is resistant to the drake's cold ice breath. So it is not helping me fight this thing at all. Which I was hoping it would. Man, this thing hurts. Do you have to repair weapons and armor in Valheim? Yes. So if you look, the white bars underneath the items in the top left there is their durability. And if they run out of durability, that bar goes gray. You can't use it anymore. And you have to repair it, but it doesn't cost anything to repair it. Like, I don't need any materials. You know, nothing. It doesn't cost like money or anything like that. It's just you just have to go.
To have the appropriate workbench, depending on what it is. Some things require a workbench, some require a forge if it's a metal item. And so if you're not by those things, sometimes if you're like out in the world, you can be like, oh shoot, I need to repair. Sometimes you carry a backup of something if you can't get to a workbench, or if it's something that there's the simple workbench that's just made of wood that sometimes you just build out in the wild if you need to repair stuff, but the forge is a little trickier.
And I have to be careful here too, because it is taking me a lot of stamina to block this. And if I run out of that, he will hit me. The shield will be useless.
Hey, don't forget about your bone mass buff if you need damage reduction.
Good idea. Thank you.
So if anyone missed Friday's stream, we downed the third Forsaken boss, which was bone mass, and that was awesome.
It was really fun.
It was a really cool fight. And since then, we have learned, well, we got from that, the wishbone item, and that helped us be able to find silver veins, which is like the next metal that we now have learned how to use after iron. And so we're going to be working on gathering silver and upgrading to silver-based gear and what else? So, and a lot of the silver is found in the mountain biome, which the next one that we're venturing into now. Since we've been there, we've learned the recipe to make a special cloak that we can wear that helps us be resistant to the cold, which otherwise you'd just freeze to death there unless you had like a frost resistance potion. So that's been good. And it's been super fun to be able to explore a new biome, because we've so far only mostly spent our time in the meadow, the Black Forest, and the swamp, and so now we've added snowy mountains to our repertoire.
Mm-hmm. You hear that Drake coming back? I'm actually out of arrows.
You're always so prepared.
I know. Well, kind of came out here to just get some trees, but... Huh. Prof, I can't wait to see your castle. Can you actually ping that? Or are you at it?
Yeah, I'm at it right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. I'll have to come see that in a second. Oh, come on. But I think what I was saying before I got attacked there is, yeah, I got the whole PC built for Locke. Got it all put together. And then we plug it in and we go to turn it on and everything fired up. It all was working, except we weren't getting any anything on the screen. Super annoying. And at first, like, I mean, it took us forever to figure out what it was. We did all kinds of things. We grabbed Kylaris's monitor, which is the easier of the two monitors, or 4 monitors that we have. Fenring. So we grabbed
one of those in person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we grabbed Kylaris's monitor to try and like kind of have a different GPU type or cable type to see if that was the problem. We did all kinds of things. Again, Prof was giving us suggestions and everything. It was really good. But then come to find out, so like I helped a friend with his new PC build a couple months ago. And he built it all, but then he called me with some questions, and his PC wasn't firing up, just like this. And what just happened?
There's a neck in our home base that just came and bit me in the back. I was like, what the? I was not expecting to be attacked while I was at the farming chest.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm fine, but that was like so shocking.
But yeah, so like, I had helped him with that, and one of the first things I suggested was, is your RAM seated correctly? Maybe what you should do is take your RAM out, pop it back in, and make sure you're, even pressure on both sides. You got to hear the pop. It's got to feel like it's going in the slot right and everything. And that was it. That's how we fixed it. So you'd think with Locke, that would have been the first thing I tried. Nope. We tried a whole bunch of things for a couple hours. Guess what it was?
Is that rhetorical?
Yeah. The RAM wasn't seated correctly. So we switched the RAM in the slots. And at first, too, it was only recognizing one stick of RAM once. So we reseated one. It was only recognizing one. Or we reseated both. And then it wasn't only recognizing one. So then it's like, is the port bad? Is the RAM bad? So we switched them. And we only put in one stick. And it registered it. It was totally fine. So then we click in the next one, and you could tell, right? Like, it clicked in, it was good. We fired it up. It recognized the second one. And I'm like, God dang it. Like, we could have saved so much time. And I think we unplugged and plugged back in a couple different things on the board just to see if that was part of the problem. It wasn't. It was all the RAM. I think Poncho time's over.
That was quite the run-on sentence of, like, into the...
Right. So anyway, it was frustrating, but then after that we got Windows downloaded for him, and yeah, it was just nuts. Ellie, did you take the door off of the tower?
No.
Oh, okay.
What tower?
Off our tower. There just wasn't.
I had a gate there, not a door.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was covering up the whole thing.
Gotcha.
But no, I haven't been even to the mountain since we got back on. I'm farming.
Oh, okay. Cool. We're gonna go check out Prof's tower. Or castle.
Pictures. It's literally labeled on my map as Prof Castle.
Prof Castle.
I've done some modifications since those screenshots. So.
Okay.
Really? Does it look so good?
I think it looks okay.
Awesome.
I'm not a super creative person, but yeah, I've got into this one, that's for sure.
That's so fun.
That's awesome, man.
I'm glad you took some time to just like, you know, stretch out some building. Like, give yourself a chance to.
Oh, cool! I came up over the hill. I came up over the hill.
Look at the bears.
I know. Look at that. That's really cool.
You had to wait for stone and snow. Like, castle is your jam, I think.
Oh, hey, there's a
You're
smelter.
like, I can't be bothered with these rudimentary wooden buildings.
That golem just destroyed that dragon.
Yeah, down there. It's killed a couple of wolves too.
Whew, I rolled out of the way of that just in time.
Have you tamed any golems yet?
No, I don't think you can.
Wow, I just figured I'd ask you if anyone could.
That'd be nice.
Imagine if you could, or like, I don't think you could tame one, but imagine if you could like get the materials to make one. You set it up to like watch your base. Oh, that'd be cool.
Like you programmed it yourself to not kill you.
Well, they drop crystals, which have unknown functions yet. So
Really?
yeah.
You guys, what if we get to construct golems that watch our base?
That would be cool.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
Make an army of them and send them out at our enemies.
Yep.
Ooh, I ran out of stamina. That hurt. So I found out that after I took Locke home at 3:30 in the morning, that he did not go to bed right away. He fired up his new PC and got Discord, Valheim, and and Steam downloaded. So
Of course he did.
right, exactly, right. Oh man, Prof, how do I get down here without dying?
Yeah, I need to probably build a ladder or something.
The answer is you don't.
I just slide down the hill.
Oh, yep, I see. By the smelter?
Yeah.
Oh, I like how you have the smelter here so that it drops the coal down.
Yeah, it's probably only temporary. I'm
Sure.
not completely happy with that spot, but there's not much room down there next to the castle, so
Yeah. Oh,
I have to stay up there for now.
this is cool, man. This is so cool.
Ooh, look at the portal right in there.
I know.
Do you have a connected portal with that? What's it called?
It's called Plum's Castle.
Did you write it on the sign in the portal house?
Yeah, it's connected.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Fun.
You're
so now we
not.
have 2 portals in that one mountain? That's pretty cool.
Listen to this guy. You're not creative. Give me a break. Look at this thing.
Cool.
I love the inner. I love the inner column that has the like kind of workshop on the inside there. That's epic.
Well, this is basically a ruined
Okay.
castle, and I've repaired it to, well, I guess my conception of what it would look like if it was
Yeah.
brand new. So
I think it's fun to fix up ruins that you find in the game because it's like sometimes you come across, you know, structural designs that you might not have come up with on your own, but it's fun to like go off of what you already found versus starting fresh from the ground, you know? I like that too.
Yeah, man, this is awesome. Digging it. I'm digging it.
You.
Ooh,
There's still some internal stuff I want to do in here, like this second level, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put some fermenters up here on that ledge.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
Oh.
Yeah, nice, man. I like it. That's a lot of fun. It's a very like very cool concept, and I really like the build. Coming up over the hill, up above it, right? And it coming into view with all the lights and everything outside looked really slick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool coming from the other side. It's pretty much right on the edge of this this mountain here, this summit. So.
Oh, yep. There's there's plains down there, it looks like.
Yeah.
And then Black Forest.
Yeah.
Wow. I see a spire out in the distance over there. That's super cool, man.
No wonder we don't have any resin left.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I did take some, but I have had to find my own.
No, I know. We use it up in 2 seconds here. I'm just kidding. I haven't actually counted how much resin it takes to fully light the entire Lagton town. Like, if we were to fill up every sconce and everything, it would probably be at least like 200 resin.
Are you able to like get rid of dragon nests? It doesn't look like it. Nope. Doesn't look like it.
Have you tried to like, oh, you're pickaxing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you just pickaxe right through it.
Huh.
So they seem to be permanent fixtures. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I love the mountain. The mountain's my jam. I wanna find a cool peak and just build, you know, build like a cool, you know, more of a planned out kind of town type of thing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's just epic. Wow, and we still have all these silver veins?
Yep.
Jeez. I'm gonna have to mark this. How much more silver have you found, or have you pretty much just been working on the castle?
I've found a couple more veins, but yeah, I've mostly been building.
Cool.
Are you in full silver gear yet?
I am, yes.
Nice. What level?
4, fully upgraded.
Dude, we saw you played like 1 billion hours the other day.
Well, it's a long weekend, so why not?
I don't blame you.
Right?
That wasn't a judgment. That was almost like I was jealous.
I know, yeah. Well, I was almost kind of hoping that we could get Locke's computer built in time for, like, you know, kind of the normal time that we would play together and stream and all that. You know, not that we would. I don't think we would have streamed beyond the PC build last night, but I was kind of hoping to get it done at a point where he could get it loaded up and we could all play together. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, that just didn't happen. Yeah.
So I still have a couple of silver weapons I need to forge still. I forged the sword and the frostner, which is really good.
You
Yeah.
did?
Yep.
Can I come see it?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What weapon is that again?
It's the hammer.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a one-handed hammer. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It does blunt, frost, and spirit damage.
Ooh. So would that replace my iron mace as a one-hand blunt?
Yes.
Awesome.
And the sword is excellent too. Does
Yeah.
I only got it to level 1 because it's very expensive to forge. But yeah, its slash damage is better than the iron sword at level 4. So
Wow.
and
Well, I'm sorry, I was fighting a wolf. What is it?
The silver sword.
Oh,
silver sword.
I needs one.
It looks thin and sleek, very
Yeah.
aesthetically pleasing.
Ooh, nice.
I could tell that much from even like the little picture of it.
Is that thing attacking our tower?
It does spirit damage as well.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what that does.
I think it has a really good effect against so-called undead enemies like the Draugr or skeletons.
Wraiths, probably.
Wraiths, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to ask you, while you've been playing, have you noticed any kinds of new world event attack things like on bases and stuff of what's attacking?
I have not had an event here at the castle. I've been here the whole time pretty much.
Okay.
And I've pretty well have everything that would be required to have an event. So
Okay.
Right.
Well, we did
surprised I haven't
have
had one.
on Friday we had an event at the Swamp Tree House where didn't Drakelings come to that?
Yes.
Yeah, they killed
And-
me.
Right.
Oh yes, that's right.
Hey, Prof, do you think you could shoot this guy for me? I brought him close, but
Oh yeah.
I've got no
Do you have
arrows.
your glowy bow back?
No, I need to forge that as well.
I need one too.
What do you need for that?
Silver,
Nice.
gut, and something else. I don't remember.
Silver, deer hide, and guck, I believe.
Ooh, I can't. Oh, God.
Wood or fine wood, I think.
Can I see the hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Hit me. Oh, it's got a good like weighty sound to it, you know?
See if we can attack a wolf or something.
Yeah. Oh, that was epic.
And this is the shield too.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
I like the serpent scale, but I think I like that one better.
I like how
Well,
everything you have right now is colored so that you look like you belong in a snowy environment.
Yep, I like the symmetry or consistency, whatever you want to call it.
Theme.
Yeah, theme. Yeah. It's slightly worse than the scale shield in terms of the amount of damage it can block, but it has parry force, so it can knock back force rather. So,
because that's really the one thing that the Serpent Scale is missing, in my opinion. I was really used to that knockback, and then to lose that was a little disconcerting. At first, I expected things to recoil still.
Yeah.
And they didn't, because that sometimes in a fight that gives you such a good advantage. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, it knocked me back, but it didn't actually do any damage. Hey, cool, like there is a hut here. Like a cabin. On the snowstorms. My goodness, this game is just so pretty, so good. All right, where's that Drake? Up above to the northwest. Yeah, get it. Want to check out this, that hammer is epic, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is so awesome.
Oh, this looks like another abandoned castle.
Here's another silver vein, too.
See, this one here is the exact type of ruin that I modeled mine after.
Oh, okay.
So
you're up above?
yeah, if you want to come up here.
Yep. On my way.
Yeah,
oh,
so
yeah. Yep.
See the center column here and the walls outside.
Yep.
So it just kind of gave you like the foundation to go off of.
Yeah. And then you built up the corner towers.
Yeah, and I decided that I wanted to, instead of having this restricted movement in the corner, I wanted to have like a top level which I could freely move around on. And enter the center column from the top level. So
right. You basically get down into the castle wherever you need to.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh man. Yes, the mountain is just, I'm gonna say it probably a billion times, the mountain's my jam.
Out of arrows.
Oh, uh-oh. Bring it, Drake.
If we drag it, we go sort of below this peak here, it'll follow us, hopefully.
Yeah, get it. That's awesome. I really dig the snowstorms too. Wagamos, so I hear you got the PC working last night. We did.
Oh man.
Wagamos, we were done at like 3:30 in the morning, I think, and it turned out it was the RAM. The RAM was not seated. Wagamos, did you see when we tried to like turn it on and it didn't show anything? There was no display. The monitor wasn't recognizing an input or anything. God dang it! Here's another dragon. It turned out the RAM wasn't seated correctly. So, yeah, We switched the RAM, we reseated it, and we were able to get a display. Come on, Dragon. Yeah, funnily enough, I watched a vid today on Jay-Z 2 Cents, and he said the first step when you don't post is to reseat the RAM. Yep. Well, and I was saying too, I had a friend that I helped a couple months ago. He bought a new PC, and he did most of it himself, but when it wouldn't show anything on the screen, right? One of the first things I told him to do was check the RAM and reseat the RAM. And that fixed it. And I didn't even think about it. I think I was really tired, and we've been going a long time, and I just didn't even consider that, and that's what it was. So I got that, Drake. Flew too close to the ground, Drake. So yeah, so we got it working. He actually downloaded Valheim and Discord and everything. He's got that all running already, and yeah, should be good to go.
We appreciate all the help and ideas you gave, though, too.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you doing tonight? What's going on? Oh, the mountain.
We're almost like completely out of good buff food, so I'm trying to make some.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Another Drake. Holy cow, these things. They're everywhere. Just played a new board game with my wife. It was called Canvas. Now I'm keeping my graveyard. That's cool, man. Good deal. How was the game?
What's Canvas about?
Yeah, sometimes these drakes will just randomly start attacking buildings as well, so...
Word. JJDB210, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you coming by. I'm Oren.
I'm Kailaris.
JJ, how's it going? How was your stream?
Good evening.
Yeah. And thank you so much for choosing to raid us. Appreciate it.
And thanks for the follow.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Wagner said you make paintings. It was fun.
Oh,
you make
cool.
paintings? That's interesting.
Come on, Drake. Come on.
Is it like hardcore Pictionary with actual painting on canvas? I'm like trying to picture what this even is.
Just need it to come down here a little bit. You are way farther than me. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, where you at in Valheim? Give us the deets.
And how are you liking it?
Yeah. Oh, come on back. Come on back. Oh, he's going to go up too high. Here he's coming, lover. I didn't block that, but I was trying to get close enough to hit him. Now I'm out of stamina. I just died upon arrival for the first time at a swamp in my nice new boat. Oh, no. Yeah.
Did you have a long ship or a carve? And does that mean that you fought the second boss? Did you get your swamp key?
Didn't we die the first time we went to the swamp too?
I mean, who doesn't?
Right.
Swamp is hard when you first get there. That's no joke.
Yeah, the swamp is tough.
The best thing you can do for yourself is to make poison resistance mead and have it on you all the time.
I need this thing to come lower. Yeah, we just beat the third Forsaken boss, and we've moved on to the mountain biome, and it is really cool. But like anything else in Valheim, it is very dangerous, upon first coming here, so.
Okay. Is that I don't have any key. I know where the second boss is, but haven't fought it yet.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, well, if you're up for your boss fight, I would definitely suggest going to get that done before you spend a significant amount of time in the swamp.
Yep.
Not to be spoiling anything.
Yeah, the swamp is a little bit too dangerous at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. I just love sailing more than I should. Fair.
You were talking to the right people there.
Me and sea monsters are best friends now. That's awesome. Cool, so you having a great time with it? Oh, yep, that's gonna hurt.
Have you been fighting serpents?
Come on, Drake. Pretty much only have time to play on Sunday. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, we love it. We were kind of jumping back and forth on games. We play a little Overwatch. We play Sea of Thieves. What else were we doing? Like Battlefront 2.
Even some Star Wars Galaxies emulator.
Yep. And you know, now we're primarily just playing Valheim. So, hey, Cheppy 4444 dude, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. How are you tonight? And for me too. Hey, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome. Hope you're both doing well. Doing great. Awesome. Good deal. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the follow. I'm trying to get this dragon. I ran out of arrows, so we just got to the mountain on Friday, and that was the last time we played. Because yesterday we spent some time helping one of our friends and group members build a brand new PC, and so we didn't get to play. But on Friday we got attacked by so many of these drakes that I ran out of arrows, and I haven't really had a chance to get any new ones. So I'm just trying to get it to come low enough.
What the? There's a random skeleton outside our main base, and there's no event happening.
Huh. That's weird.
He's out here like killing necks. I'm gonna do some foraging because I feel like we're low on everything since Friday. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for birds. We need like a lot of feathers because I feel like we're all using tons of arrows now, and because we have drakes to fight. So I'm gonna go try to collect some stuff and make some arrows, and we really need some more thistle to make sausages because our buff food is.
Nope, that's gonna hurt. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. Tell me if you get in any trouble you want me to switch to your screen.
Okay. Hopefully I won't get in any trouble.
Right.
I'm gonna be hunting for birds and thistle mostly. I can also get some raw meat on the way.
Yeah. Cheppy and Portme, do you guys do you have Valheim as well? This is crazy.
So we play we have a persistent server, and we have about 7 people. Is that where we're at? I mean,
Yeah, 6.
Well, yeah, 5 people play mostly regularly, and so we kind of go out and do group stuff. We kind of pool all of our resources in terms of gathering up ore and making all of our gear and weapons, and we some of us work on the farming and keep the buff food going. Some do the fermenters and make sure everyone has potions, and it's all kind of like a cool group effort. And we've all got our own like individual buildings and everything that we've worked on. We have a main town.
Come on. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, after the sun comes up a little bit, I could like show our main base if you want me to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just trying to get this thing lower. Cheppy said, I do, I just have not played it yet. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, it was kind of one of those things where it's like $20 for the early access, and it's really a primo. It's a cool game. So Yes, JJDB has a community server. Nice, very cool.
Oh, awesome.
That's fun. Have you guys been part of JJ's community for a while? Oh man, I just need it to fly lower. It's getting very tedious.
Yeah, we had our big boss fight on Friday night the last time we played against the third Forsaken boss, and like I said, a lot of our resources have been depleted, so I'm out looking for stuff to make more arrows, stuff to make more buff food. Like, we got to get caught up on our stuff.
Well, if you want to come here, Aaron, I have some arrows that can give you. So you don't have to...
I've almost got it dead. If I can't get it in a second here, I'll come to you.
Prof, luckily I'm finding more birds and that you didn't kill them all forever. They seem like they've repopulated a little bit.
We wondered if our friend and stream partner, Professor Plum, had changed the bird ecosystem of our server forever. Can you imagine?
There was like not a bird to be found the last time we played.
Come on, you punk. Did it fly away now? It flew away. Gotta be kidding me. Or is this it? It's a completely new one. I don't know if this is the same one or a completely new one. Yikes. Okay, I'll run to you, Prof, because, yeah, I don't know if this is the one that has just a little bit of health. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it is. It's the same one. I'm coming to you. I can't get it to fly low enough again.
There'll be some arrows for you in a chest next to the main entrance.
Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy.
No worries.
This is what Professor Plum has been working on. Really cool castle. Oh no, that's gonna hurt. Oh well. Ice arrows?
Yeah.
Nice, thank you, sir.
So, or are those not effective against?
I don't know. Oh shoot, I'm carrying too much.
They are very effective against wolves.
Okay. I would feel like they maybe weren't extra effective against golems if they're not affected by the breath and stuff.
They seem to be pretty resistant to any type of piercing damage, so...
Better blunt for breaking up the stones.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Holy smokes, you gotta be kidding me.
Some lag over here.
There we go. Let's see how much. Okay, good that way. So yeah, so we just got to the mountain, and let me tell you, this is my biome. I really like the snow in real life, and it is just really cool being here. Very dangerous. Oh, he's stunned.
Yeah.
And JJ, how was your stream? Sounds like you had quite the adventure though too. That's awesome. I really like the swamp. We actually built we have a treehouse build there. And it's a lot of fun. Like, it's a cool ambiance. It's just very dangerous. And it's like, I feel like no matter how geared you are, it's dangerous. And so like even in the mountains here, oh, there's a cool like rainbow effect on the edge of my screen. To the right. Check out to the right above the orange.
Yeah.
That's really cool. In the mountains here, there are things that you can kind of do to keep yourself sort of acclimated. But in the swamp, you pretty much have potions. You have poison resist. As far as we know of, one shot at that, dang. So if you don't remember to keep that on, you're gonna be in trouble. It can get kind of dicey. More than once we have been fighting things, and it's all stuff that we defeated easily, but then it poisons us, and we didn't have our poison resist on, and you can't retroactively put it on, so it will sit there and tick down your health because it's a damage over time. And we'll just be sitting there like jumping around, panicking, like watching the health go down, kind of waiting to see if we have enough health to wait out the damage over time effect. And I don't know how many times we've been like, nope, we're gonna die, boom, and then you're just, you're gone. That is a really cool mountain base. Thanks. The castle's really cool. That's Prof's been working on that the last couple of days. And then this is the first tower that we just kind of threw up here. Both were ruins that we found. And it's been really fun putting this together. So something happened with this because this is all damaged.
Oh yeah. Wait, did the roof get smashed or something? Like,
No.
why is the floor all damaged?
I don't know. I mean, it almost looks like the state of the roof pre us coming through and fixing it.
You mean the state of the floor?
Or the floor, yeah, sorry.
I know, that's weird.
Because if flooring gets damaged like that, it doesn't look ruined like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's almost like it recognizes we built here.
Well, now like the door was missing too.
Yeah.
Did it have anything to do with like, remember when we played last time and
The server
we had
shut off.
the server reset or whatever?
Yep.
And maybe something, because I don't know if we went back and checked on it after that.
I think a couple of you logged back on, but it could be that it recognized we built stuff, but it can I get up through here? I was hoping I could kind of climb through that, but doesn't look like it. Yeah, it seems to have recognized that we built things, but didn't recognize that we repaired the flooring and everything. So it's interesting.
Okay. Hey, you want to hop over to me because I can?
Yep,
I'm at
yep.
the base.
I'm gonna turn off my mini cam here too, so they can see it.
The
wanna
sun
give 'em
just came out finally. What?
I said you want to give them the whole tour.
Well, yeah, I'll at least run around town here.
Yeah.
So this is our main base city that we've built up so far. It's right by our, like, what do you call it? The stones? Like a druid circle or something? What is it called?
Yeah, Druid Circle, where you land, where you start the game.
Yeah. We've named our base Legton because we've had some lag issues because we've changed the terrain so much it doesn't want to load. But anyway, we're outside the main gate. Over here we have our wolf pen of our tamed wolves. They're all in here with their food supply. And if you don't know, you can tame wolves and you can get them to follow you around and fight things. They can be your pet. So that's cool. And got some bridges. Oh, we've dug a moat around this entire place to protect us from attacks. Main gate. We just made this gatehouse like last week, I think. Oh, you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah. So that's looking back at the gatehouse. There's like a lookout tower up above there. This is just a little garage we have for some extra storage. We keep our carts in here when we have tons of tests, of course. We've got things labeled and sorted all over the place to keep track of it all.
Really quick, hey Charles, how are you?
Oh, hey. This here is our mead hall that our friend Selfish Lock constructed. I feel like we have nothing lit up right now either because we have no resin. Anyway, we've got Ike here mounted up there. This is where we do most of our buff food cooking, potions. We've got our fermenters back here. It's kind of like a kitchen. We've labeled this pantry. So we put all of our unprocessed foods back in here. We get everything made here. All of our potions go into here. The mead locker, the buff food. So we kind of have just like a cool, you know, if you need to stock up on your health stuff, come here, cook it, use it, whatever. We've got a small farm area here, our beehives, a lookout tower. Hey, thanks for coming in with the raid. This is our workshop where we have all of our main workbench, forge, stonecutter, and like all of our upgraded ones. This is where we do most of our crafting. Got all of our supplies in here sorted out and labeled because we all use it, everyone on our server, so we know where stuff is. This is like our town square. We've got our bonfire gazebo out here. Next to the workshop, we have our kilns and our smelters. Why does it look like half of this sign is missing?
I don't know. That's
super weird.
It says Ron.
Ron. Another lookout tower on the corner there. We've built ramparts all the way around the entire town so that when we have events come to attack us, you can kind of get a clear shot from anywhere. There's our stones over there with our boss trophies. We've got 3 of them done out of 5. Not gonna run around the whole thing, but yeah, we've got this rampart like ledge built all the like on every side of town except for the waterfront. And then Orin built this, like, I call it the apartment building. It's the tower where all of our individual rooms are for our, like, spawn points. For those that choose to keep them in town. We've got comfort level 11 in some of this building, which is pretty good. I think we had 12 once, but I don't know how we got it, and I couldn't find it again. So yeah, we've just got, like, multiple levels. There's about 4 bedrooms on most of the floors. Our kids actually have rooms on this floor. They have alts on my account. Our friend Echo Moo's room is in here. I'll go up to where my room is. My room's on this level. This one's my bedroom. So yeah, we all have just like one of these little compartments. We've got some storage in here, our spawn bed, some decorations, little view. Goes up one more level. I think there's 2 bedrooms on the top floor. Looks out over the harbor. Yep, there's our stones over there. Site has pretty good views of town.
What I wanted to do too is I was kind of practicing with stability in this game with that tower.
Yep.
And kind of taking the different things that we've done and learned and applying it. And it was actually our first build with stone as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So when we got that, we tried to, we were really, practicing with how high we could go and everything and what we could do. And the original house that we had is kind of almost like a spawn location for all of us. was like the very first thing we built in the game, and you know, it was fine, but it kind of had a big footprint, and it wasn't the. It's like any first build in Valheim. It's not exactly the cleanest build.
Oh yeah,
so,
every single
yeah.
project is
You get
a
better.
learning experience.
Yep. So what I would like to do, I imagine kind of almost like a wizard's tower, and what I want to do is have a peaked roof.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like an attic, some things in there. But I got as high as I could possibly get before stuff started falling apart. But since then, we've gone and found a new building material that I will not spoil in the chat right now. But we've gotten a new building material that once I'm able to kind of make more of that, we'll be able to actually raise the level of the tower.
Because we want to make more of a peaked like cone roof maybe. It's a little flat on the top right now, but because we just couldn't go any higher at the time that we built it.
Yep. So at some point, that's I'm hoping to change it up a little bit. So yeah, to go a little bit higher than that. Put a cool roof on it.
Yeah. Over here we have more farm fields, growing carrots and turnips. And this is our tamed boar pen. Oh, they've had lots of piggies since I was last year because I fed them. Man, they ate all those carrots again. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So, whoa, we have tons of boars right now. Cool. We're raising those for their raw meat and leather scrap. And then quickly, I'll show you the dock with our ships. Ooh, the ships are gone right now.
Oh. Huh. Oh,
Yeah,
one's.
The long ship is at the treehouse.
Oh, in the swamp.
Okay.
And I sailed a carve near the castle to drop off iron.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. I'm just like, do we know that 2 of the ships are missing?
Ooh,
So yeah, we've got a place to park 3 ships here. We've got only 1 carp here right now, but yeah.
Yeah. If you have any daylight left, you should go show them Sunned Isle.
Well, I was saving the portal house for last, so I will go in there and then I will run. I'll take the portal to Sundial.
You should like back up a little bit and take a look at the portal house because I think it's fun.
I'm losing daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we built this quite a while ago. Or named it the Icelandic word for gatehouse, portal house.
Yeah. Yep.
We've got some signs in here. We've got our residential portals, which goes to our different builds of all the people in our group. We have the exploration side, which we started. We have our portal to our trader on our server. Just some different outposts that we've created along the way. Upstairs, we have some more newer ones. We're expanding. At some point, we're going to have too many portals for this building, but we haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, these are all different discovery points. We don't have any on this side yet. I'm gonna take the portal over to Sunned Isle, which is a sundial that was built by Oren, which is pretty cool. I don't know if we're gonna have any light left to see it working, but well, I guess it shows the moonlight too.
It does if you have clear
Just
night.
a little bit harder to see.
Yeah. Yep. And the concept of the portal house too was the idea that we had was more of like an open airy kind of like we wanted it contained, right? But we wanted to be able to see through it because the portals have such a cool effect, especially if you're seeing it from farther away. I think it's really cool to see that portal light up as people get close to it or come through it. And so like the open air design of the portal house, almost anywhere that you have a direct line of sight to the portal house in our little base camp, you can see them light up, and it looks really cool. It's pretty slick. So
yeah, it's like the worst time of day to come here, I think.
I know, right? Do you have your light still?
Well, I turned it off because I wanted to be able to see the shadow.
Oh, okay.
I would be messing up otherwise. I mean, I can turn it on quick to show you the signs. So yeah, this is a working sundial in the game. Um, you can explain it. The day lasts from what,
Yeah.
4 a.m. to what?
So I figured out that the Valheim day is 16 hours in game, 16 hours in game, and a Valheim night is 8 hours. And then I also didn't determine on my own. This is the one thing that I've looked up for the game, because otherwise I want to be spoiler free. I looked up that a Valheim day is 21 real minutes, and a Valheim night is 9 real minutes. And so what I was able to do is I built this platform in kind of like a theme of like a half of a sun. And so every post is I could go, okay, this is the noon straight north beam, this is noon, and then from there do the times in game out to their corners from sunrise to sunset. And then I was able to say, okay, well, if this is 4 a.m. and this is when the sun rises, we have 21 minutes of daylight. So I put a sign that said 21 minutes and 00. So 21 minutes of daylight left, 0 minutes into that day. And then as you go around it, 5 a.m., you've got about 18 minutes and
1941.
19 minutes and so many seconds of daylight left. And so I just kind of marked that. And it's funny, I kind of did that because one of our friends that we play with on the server, he every time he seemed to go into the Black Forest, because at the time that was the highest biome. We had been in the meadows in the Black Forest. Every time he said he went into the Black Forest to go like exploring or foraging for materials and things like that, he was like, it's daylight when I get prepared to go out there and I go walking in, and then boom, suddenly it's nighttime. And he was like, I wish I had a clock or something. And so it's not super convenient for us to always come here and check,
But it
but
kind of gave you the idea for the project.
but it gave me an idea for that. I was like, I bet if it has a consistent day-night cycle, which a lot of games do, I bet we could do a sundial. And so I had that idea, and then after I had the idea, somebody said to me, "Oh yeah, I saw on Reddit people making sundials. Like it's totally
Yeah.
possible."
It's cool that you can actually build a functioning one in this game.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yep.
if you can see this, the moon is high in the sky and it's a bright night, so you can see the shadow of the post moving around. I don't know what the nighttime means for the signs. How does that work?
At night, because the so it's 16 hours and 8 hours, 8 hours for night. So each beam is a half hour at night of time. And then during the day, each beam is an hour. So
You mean like the floor beams?
Yep. Yep. So for each, well, and they all connect to the vertical beams that have the times on them. The times are for the day, but at night it's a half an hour each. So 4 a.m. would be like 8 p.m. still. There's an overlap, and then when it hits like the 5 a.m. sign, it's really 8:30 at night. So yay math.
Yeah, I was not a part of this project. I was
Right.
like, I'm out.
Right.
And
So-
then, yeah, you made it look pretty. So
Mhm. I left that very open at the bottom. Again, hard to see at night, but I left it very open at the bottom. And then the design I kind of put underneath there is I wanted it to almost be like a, I imagined almost like the cave paintings and stuff like that, where this would be or even some of like old ruins, some of the design work in that. I wanted it to be representative of a very rudimentary, like these are people raising, basking in the sunlight. Just thinking about, people going to the beach or whatever, and, putting their arms up to the sun. And so because it's a sundial, that was kind of my idea for that. And at the very northern part of that underneath, There's a couple of bigger spots. You don't have to go there if you don't want to, Kylars. It's not that big of a deal, but and then at every other post, I have dragon heads coming off of there. And so it all looks like just kind of this big sun motif.
Yeah, they kind of look like the rays of the sun coming out.
Yeah. And I thought it was cool that they were dragons too. I mean, really, the only so far in the game, the only decoration like that we have is a dragon head. But I liked it because dragons and fire, right? And this is a sundial, so yeah. Built a little hut. I found this rock is the little island, is actually right off the coast of our base. And we can see the island and a little bit of the sundial from our base. But I took very early on. I took a raft out there, and
base is back this way.
Built that so out on the island. So it's a really fun build.
I have 1 health. Oops. My bad. I forgot my buff food was off.
So yeah, that's Valheim has really surprised us because I would not say I'm much of a builder in a lot of games. Like I'm not,
or even like a crafter.
Yeah,
it's not your thing.
No, not typically my jam. Kylars is more into the building and the crafting than I am. Like in Star Wars Galaxies, if you've ever seen that game, there's an entire class that's class and like at least 4 subclasses, and it even gets more intricate than that into subclasses and things like that for doing trading, which is all crafting all the time, and she has a max level character for that, and so normally that's her kind of jam, but me, I tend to be more of the adventuring kind of combat sort of person, and Valheim has really surprised me. We played a game called Landmark, done by Daybreak Games for a little while, which was a voxel based, kind of like Minecraft a little bit, but
that was when they were working on EverQuest Next, right?
Yes. Yep. It was part of their. They actually developed it from or came up with the idea for the game from the development tools that they had from EverQuest Next, and it was a voxel-based building game, exploration, harvesting, and building game, and still very in like early beta kind of thing. But it was pretty cool. But it was almost kind of like too much. It was almost too much for me. And while like it was incredible to see some of the things that other people built in building with voxels, it wasn't my favorite thing. This game has surprised me because while there are a bunch of things that we can talk about that we like in Valheim, building has actually become probably my favorite thing to do in this game. I really enjoy it. So I know with some survival game or building game communities and people involved with those, they kind of don't like how like pieces snap together and things like that, but I actually find it kind of helpful, and there's a way to circumvent that too. So if it gets too annoying, right, that's not the effect I want, but yeah, just handed the tools, handed like some templates of things, and then being able to go with that creatively has been a lot of fun. So and we are huge MMO fans. I played EverQuest. Kylar's dabbled with that just a little bit, but I played EverQuest back in the day from the point where I was like 15, 16. We played Star Wars Galaxies. We played World of Warcraft for a long time. What else have we played? Gosh, we've dabbled with like we tried Rift, Star Wars Star Wars: The Old Republic. Several. I feel like there's been some more that we've kind of played, but Arc Age,
We did a lot of like little trial ones too,
Yeah.
like Lord of the Rings and Vanguard and
Right.
Guild Wars 2. ESO.
ESO, yep. We play ESO a little bit. So so we're huge MMO fans, and we really haven't felt like there's been a very good MMO home for us in recent years. We've been very disappointed with World of Warcraft and the direction it's going. That was probably the game we played the most for a long time, but the last several years where we haven't been super impressed with it. And every other MMO that we've kind of played has felt a little cloney to that, recently. So nothing's really grabbed us. And we were playing a lot of recently before we got into Valheim. So about a month ago, we were playing a lot of Overwatch. We were playing Sea of Thieves. We were playing Battlefront 2, and what was the fourth one we talked about?
We said Galaxies.
Galaxy.
Oh, and
yeah.
also what's it called? Oh, Spellbreak. We've dabbled in too.
Dabbled in Spellbreak a little bit. So just kind of hopping in and out of different games. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
What is up? How you doing? Chaotix, I feel like... Did you want to just go by Fish now? Should we just call you Fish? And also, how are you? What are you up to, buddy? What's going on? Good. How about you guys? Doing pretty good. Chaotix, it has been a week. I mean, up to you. Yeah, it's hard because I really like Chaotix, and that's of course how I know you. But like, there's always that one moment where Kylaris and I are both like, it's Fish, and we know who this is, but it's like Chaotix. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's been a week, man. Unfortunately, on Friday, my dad had a pretty bad accident, and I had to leave at work early, and it's just not a very good situation. And
He's doing okay now.
Thankfully he's doing okay now. He's still in a bit of pain and everything. You know how it is, you get hurt, and typically about like 2 days later is when the pain really sets in, you know what I mean? Once you're past that initial hurt.
Like, now you're just really sore too.
Yeah. So today's day 2, and he's having kind of a tough day, I think, but otherwise he's doing okay, and we're very thankful that his injuries weren't worse than what they are.
Yeah, he had a fall, broke a bone. It could have been a lot worse.
He broke his L3 lumbar vertebrae in his spine, and thankfully the way he broke it wasn't even as bad as it could have been. So we're very thankful that he's okay. So he was able to leave the hospital that night and come home and take it easy, and now it's just the road to recovery, right? So it's going to take him a month and a half, 2 months, I think, to really fully recover. So we're me and my 4 siblings and our spouses, we're all trying to be as available as possible to them to help out. But yeah, so and then yesterday we actually helped Selfish Lock build a new PC, and he was at our house for, gosh, what was it?
I think it was 14 hours.
14 hours.
Or close to that anyway.
Not all of that was spent building the PC. Some of it was, I mean, like, he came over, we got everything, unloaded. He actually used to rent a room from us. So for everybody who doesn't know who Selfish Lock is, he's one of our best friends, and he is part of really a part of our stream. He comes and plays games with us a ton.
Frequently hear his voice in chat. Not tonight, but normally.
He's actually the artist who created our profile picture and our Cheers emote. And so, you know, he's also part of the stream that way too. And I feel like I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
And so he bought it. He bought a new PC, and he's like, "Hey, can you help me build this?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." And he bought one almost exactly like our computers, which I put together last year. And so I'm like, "Sure, absolutely." So we got him over here. He used to rent a room from us years ago, like we're talking like a decade ago, and so we gave him a tour of how different it looked. Our son is now in the room he used to rent. And so, you know, it was kind of fun to like give him the tour again, and him being like, "Oh, this is, you know, I remember this, but this is so different." And so we spent some time doing that. We got everything unloaded. We took a look at the manuals a little bit, came up with a game plan for building the PC, and
The lag right now is insane. I'm like waiting for this whole thing to build itself.
Yep. And we decided to stream it. So, you know, then we set up stream and everything, and that takes a bit of time. So by the time we got all that done, it was dinner, and then we had dinner, and at that point we started streaming and putting it together, and we were doing pretty good. Couple things that I had to go back and, you know, hey, we forgot this and whatever, but we got going and got everything put together. And we hit the power button. Everything fires up, right? We've got the board has some RGB in it and everything, and nothing crazy, but it looks kind of like subtle, slick, you know. And fired everything up. Fans are all working, and the monitor is getting no signal whatsoever. So I like tried to reseat the graphics card to see if it, like, you know, it wasn't plugging in far enough. And all kinds of things. My brother ended up coming over to try and help at like 1 a.m. It ended up being a 7.5 hour stream, and it took us, I don't know how long, to finally figure out. The last thing we checked, and I'm so frustrated because I know better, the last thing we checked, and it happened to be the problem, was the RAM wasn't seated just right. And so we eventually went in there, popped the RAM out, switched the sticks, popped them back in, and boom, it fired up. And we were so tired. I was so mad. I was like, it was the RAM. So it was rough, but so I took him home. I left at about 3:30 and in the morning and took him home. Got everything loaded back, you know, loaded into his house and stuff, and then I took off back home. I didn't get into bed and fall asleep until about, you know, 5 after 4. Yeah, man, it's been a long couple of days. So
Yeah, do you like the profile picture? Isn't that cool? We're really happy with how it turned out too.
yeah, actually, I can pop it up on the screen in full. For just a second. So that is our new profile picture. We're soupy. I can't talk even. We're super happy with it. We're big Harry Potter fans and Star Wars fans. A lot of our community is really like Star Wars fans, kind of based in that, but also with some Harry Potter. Our channel is kind of loosely Harry Potter themed, so any like notifications and things like that, mostly little Harry Potter theme to it. So what Selfish Lock did is he kind of combined that. So we've taken the sorting test in Raven on the Harry Potter website, the Pottermore. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. And so I'm a Ravenclaw and Kylaris is a Gryffindor. So
that's the color scheme.
Yeah, so Locke went with that for the color schemes. But what's also cool is we play Battlefront 2 as well, and we really kind of built up our community with Professor Plum, his help as well, kind of around Battlefront 2 and Star Wars specifically. And so Kylaris's favorite character to play on Battlefront is Kylo Ren. And so Locke has her as this, you know, he even kind of, if you look at the lightsaber has a little bit of that staticky, unstable look to it, which is that Kylo Ren kind of vibe, and has her, but it's also the red going with the Gryffindor theme. So we're just
we've kind of always done that with our channel colors, even with like our names and stuff. It's always been you're blue, I'm red, and it means Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and it means kind of Star Wars. I don't know, light side, dark side.
Yeah,
it's kind of like twofold. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So I like how it all fits together for the profile picture.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, thanks, Chaotix, for sure. It's he does a great job. So, and it was cool working with him too, because he knows us so well, right? That you know, we got on Discord and kind of talked him through sort of like the ideas that we were having and kind of the themes
like
we wanted to
concept
go
brainstorming.
with. Yep. And then as he did things, he would send us he'd send us
updated sketches.
Yeah, sketches and things that he, you know, ideas that he had, and we could say, yeah, we like this, but you know, we want something a little bit different. So it was really cool to tailor it with him. And he even did a piece that he drew as a concept for the profile picture, where we said, you know, this doesn't really fit what we were thinking of for a profile picture, but this is a really cool picture, and we would kind of like to, in the future, hire him to flesh that one more out and really add like complete that one for like you know, even like we're offline. So like right now when we're offline, it's like me holding a stormtrooper pumpkin that I carved one year, and it, you know, that's way back from when I first started streaming, and I just needed something, you know, I needed something to put there, and that's what I put, and I've never changed it. And so so he's got this this other picture that we're like, this is so cool, and it's so fun how it represents our channel. And I'm not going to spoil it right now.
It has a lot more details, and so we wanted to put it in
Yeah.
a place where it could be more blown up and like visible on a bigger scale than what the profile picture or like an emote would be. So we wanted to give it a place where you could really like see a lot of the details that he wants to put into it.
Yep. So someday in the future, we're hoping to hire him to finish that one, and we'll make that as kind of our offline screen.
Well, so anyway, sorry, and I linked his channel in the chat because now that he has his new PC build, he's been working really hard on getting his channel set up, and we're hoping that he starts streaming in the very near future. And he wants to do some video game playing on his channel, but he also really wants to stream doing his art and his like electronic art or whatever. What do you call it? Like
digital
art. Yeah, that's the word. Electronic art. You know what I'm saying? EA. No.
He's doing art with electricity.
Yeah. But anyway, like, so in the future, like, if he ever does do that next project for us, when we decide to get that going, he wants to stream it, and we can like watch the whole process, and I think it's going to be really cool. So if you like art or you like whatever, like, he's just fun. So if anyone wants to give him a follow and want to check that out, he should be streaming in the, I don't know what the timeline is, but near future. Yeah, he's got his PC now. He's going to be getting set up. So yeah, I've definitely been promoting him because I can't wait to go see what he does, and I really want to see his art process, because we've gotten to see his sketches along the way and his finished products, but it would be really cool to see it happening live and how it all comes together. So I'm excited for that.
And he was even saying too, right? It gives him, you know, to have a stream schedule and everything. He's excited for that, because then that kind of gives him an opportunity and an incentive to sit down, and draw and do art. And so what's fun too is our art pieces, the Cheers emote and our profile pic, have been opportunities for him to get to know new software and new techniques and things like that, and really like learn what a you know, an emote needs specific things to look good, right? Like it kind of needs to be exaggerated a little bit. It can't be too detailed because you lose it.
So small.
It gets so small. And then with the profile pic, like, it's a circle, so you have to design it in a way where you don't have too much cut off. And so he was saying, yeah, it's been a really good learning opportunity for him to do it and to be able to work with us on it. It's been a lot of fun. So
I think what he's working on right now too is a Dungeons and Dragons inspired project for our friend Clay, of one of his characters. He's making his rogue to put a portrait, like he wants to hang it in his game room in his house, which I think is really cool. So that's gonna be like an actual physical artwork piece.
Yep. So we've preemptively given him permission to, he asked us, would it be possible for me to, man, I'm losing my voice. Would it be possible for me to stream whenever I work on this kind of stuff for you? Would that be okay? And we're like, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have a problem with that. So,
Uh-oh.
Did we lose Prof?
Maybe.
Plumdell's Castle, nice.
Said he's having some PC issues at the moment, and he needed to leave the call briefly to try to fix it.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is a really good idea. There was frost resistance meads in the chest right next to the portal, back at the spire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I put those there actually, because I was thinking when you come back, if you had to go get your body, you could portal in and just take
Grab
some.
one. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Thank you.
I might try to get some silver to up my game.
Sure.
Although,
Planting tree.
kind of want to.
You can go back to you for a bit if you are gonna go do some cool mountain stuff. I'm gonna keep tending house over here for a little bit, I think.
Okay.
I'm replanting a ton of beech trees, and I still need to go get more thistle because we're like totally out and we don't have any sausages.
Oh, hey, thanks, Cadix, for the lurk. Appreciate you. What did I just see? That. Oh, that. Well, hopefully, Prof's able to fix his fix the issues he's having with that. And I do not have a lot of sausage left for buff food.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We're like out of things. Back at home, there's a bunch of turnip stew now, and there's carrot soup, and there's queen's jam, and there's cooked fish, I think, are what we mostly have right now. We are like out of lox meat and sausage, and I think there's like 5 serpent stew, but I wouldn't use those for just normal.
Yep. This is completely dug out, but it didn't collapse. That's interesting. The silver vein. I hear another dragon. Oh my gosh. The drakes they're fierce. At least in population. I just one-shotted that one. Too hard. I'm getting a message that says too hard.
What is?
On the hole, when I hit this whole vein, sometimes it says too hard. Oh, can I not break this?
Why?
Is my pick high enough?
Have you not upgraded it, or
no? I think it's a level 4. It's a level 4.
weren't we just mining silver? Yes, like the last time we were on.
I think so, and that's the thing. To even get the next one, I need silver.
That doesn't make sense to me.
It's like sometimes I do damage, and sometimes it tells me too hard.
Weird.
I know. I'm picking up silver, so I must be doing...
Okay, well that's something.
Yeah.
I thought that rock was a boar. It's dark up here at least.
I'm excited too, so I have the next 2 days off of work as well. So Kylarson and I are going to try and get some stuff done around the house. So I mean that's not the exciting part, I guess, but I am excited.
It needs to get done though.
Yeah, it does. And actually,
Spring cleaning, maybe some digging out some stuff we need to get rid of.
yeah. And actually, I am excited to be like finished with that because it'll feel good once it's done.
Oh yeah.
But
We need to get some sleep tonight though in order to get it done.
yeah, absolutely.
Which has not been the norm lately because we've stayed up too late playing Valheim.
You guys, we have lost so much sleep.
Like days. Like I wonder how many hours literally we've chosen this over sleep. It's not good.
It's it's getting to
Good,
the
but it's not good.
it's getting to the point where like the newness of it is wearing off a little bit enough that I feel like, you know,
Yeah.
it's
I've
easier
actually
for me
taken a
to
couple days off by choice.
yeah. It's like, yeah, you know, like I don't need to stay up and play this constantly, I guess. I don't know.
But some nights, like if you are working on a new build or, you know, something, or like, you know, we discovered a new biome or whatever, it's like, it's hard to get off. Like you're just like, I want to see everything. I want to do it all right now. I want to stay up all night and do it. It's like so hard to peel yourself away some nights.
Time just disappears in this
It
game.
does.
It just disappears. It's so good. But I feel like the newness of it a little bit is wearing off enough that I can be like, yep, okay, it's time to get some rest. But
You're watching me.
we have lost so many. You want me to switch to you a second, or did he disappear?
Oh, he's there.
Oh, okay. What a creeper. Should disappear in a second, I'm sure. You sneak up on him. There he goes. But yeah, like we've lost enough sleep that I almost feel like I did when our kids were first born, and like that level of I'm
That
not
level of
rested. Yeah.
Valheim is our third child.
Yeah.
That's just not right.
Because this game is just so good. So I was saying earlier, and this is kind of what I was talking about us being big MMO players and not really feeling like we had an MMO to call home and to really be involved in. And this game, while it's not an MMO, seems to have a lot of the things that we're looking for in an MMO, like challenge and like really a no hand holding. Yep, world building.
Group play.
Yep. Crafting. I know that's, like I said, that's a big one. You said that
Fight.
big one for Kylaris, right? That cooperative nature of it.
Community.
Ooh, I got that shield up just in time. I think the only thing that it doesn't really have for me that an MMO would is that massively multiplayer feel.
Right.
While like even PvP on in those games can be kind of frustrating, I do still like the challenge of fighting real players, because eventually you kind of figure out how to fight NPCs. And so I always liked the randomness, the chaos of fighting a real person, because
Yeah, they're way less predictable than
Right.
obviously a programmed thing.
you never know what a real person is going to do. And even if you think you have kind of figured out a different player, they could hit a wrong key. You know, they could try something different, and it's not like It's not like AI where the AI can, or the NPCs, they can only do what they've been programmed to do, no matter how complex that is. They can only do what they've been programmed to do. And so I like the unpredictability of fighting real people. You know, and even them getting the jump on you kind of thing is sometimes really fun. We've had some really cool stories made from that. But another thing I really like about Valheim, and Kylaris, this is kind of your first experience with corpse runs, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I really like the corpse run aspect. Again, I started MMOs with EverQuest, which had corpse runs. And while those can be frustrating, very frustrating, I feel like anybody who played EverQuest will understand that corpse runs actually made for some of the most compelling and story-worthy gameplay in the game.
Adventure content.
Yep. A lot of the time, people would even talk about their corpse runs and the people who came and helped them get their body and stuff back with more like excitement and with even like, it's almost like the corpse run became more interesting than what they were even there for in the first place.
Because it's memorable and because it's random. It's like, it's not part of, I don't want to say it's not part of the game, but you know what I mean? It's like, that's not the created content for you. That's like, well, this happened, so then we had to do all this, and it was harder because I didn't have my gear on, and it's just like, I don't know, it's something that, it's just an added bonus kind of content thing.
Yep. Well, and it would be like, you know, it would be like somebody would say, hey, to their guild, hey, I need help getting my corpse back, and suddenly you've got people coming to your rescue. You know, you'd have to plan a whole like recovery.
That's like, that in itself is an event.
Right. Yeah. It kind of became
we've done that in this game. Like, there's been several situations where we're like, hey, we need a group to go recover this corpse because I totally ran into an area I wasn't supposed to be in yet, and it's so hard that I can't go there by myself and live through getting my body back. So like, gear up and get a bunch of people and have our buff food on and be prepared for this because it's not going to be easy.
Like that first time that we went to get Locke's corpse, he died on a river near a biome that was, I mean, it's the hardest biome in the game currently, and there are some flying creatures there that are ridiculous, and
one-shot you.
Yep, that yeah, at the time for sure it could one-shot us, and Locke got killed by them out in the water because he got too close, and so we all got together. And like Kylara said, really prepared. And then we went out there with a game plan and we said, hey, how are we going to approach this? Because the first time we went to go do it, our game plan didn't work and more of us died. So we not only had his body to go get, we had a couple of ours as well. So,
or like, maybe he did recover his body on the first try, but in turn, like,
we
2 or 3
died.
other of us that like died getting it. So it's like, okay, now what?
So then it, you know, we got to approach it a little bit differently, and we ended up getting our body back. And when we were telling our friend Clay about it the next day, you know, he was like, oh, I'm really sad I missed it, because it was such an epic story. It took me like 40 minutes to tell him about it in detail.
Everything that happened, yeah.
And we've had a couple of corpse run stories like that. So
we've gotten a couple of portal outposts out of these corpse runs, because that was like one for Locke and one for me. I ventured out too far one time, got killed by things that were much too high for me because I stumbled into the wrong area. But now we have like an outpost there and we can go there whenever we want, and it's part of our exploration tale, and it's just like, you know, it helps us discover the world. It's sometimes you get reckless and you go too far, but at the same time, in the process, we've uncovered more of the world and added more to our map and our house.
Well, and that's something we missed in more modern WoW. Even is we like the challenge. Our personal opinion is that sometimes games can get a little too handholdy, and they start taking out the challenge, and the challenge is really where kind of the fun comes from, right? Like,
and memories are made.
right.
Like, there's a lot of stuff, especially in WoW later years, that I'm like, I hardly don't even remember any of that content because it just all was a blur going by because it was pretty easy, I didn't have to think about it too much. You were just on the treadmill of going through stuff, and yeah, the stuff that actually makes you think and gives you a challenge is what you remember. You're like, oh, remember the one time we had to do this and blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, that was so hard, but it was so fun because we figured it out and we succeeded and we felt like accomplished at the end of it. And you know, if you take away all the challenge, you also take away the feeling of accomplishment, I think.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, and the feeling of there's like a level of excitement with like the tension.
Mm-hmm.
If there's really nothing to lose, you don't really get that tension. Yeah. And how exciting is it to go out into the world when there's no tension at all? And that's really where we were at with WoW, and even the games kind of like it, you know, derived from it, that kind of came after it, followed the formula. They just kept making it easier and more convenient. But the thing is this is a game, and what I want to do is create or have adventures and create memories with my friends. So, hey, welcome back.
Yep.
Hey, I think I'm back. I'm not sure.
What happened?
My PC is running very hot.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Ooh, I spawned in with a Drake.
Are we
attacking
being
my
attacked?
base.
Yeah. I'm coming.
Too many torches in your new build and heat up your computer?
So I think I know what happened, but not sure if I fixed it.
Okay.
Hope so.
Basically, I had to, when I was fiddling around with replacing my graphics card earlier last week, I had to reseat my CPU. Just as a part of the, rearranging stuff inside the case, reinstalling the cooler and such. And I think when I did that, the PC reverted to an overclocked state.
Ooh.
For the CPU.
Yikes.
So it was running hard.
Which I don't want. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I remember you had temperature problems at the beginning.
So I've just quickly gone into my BIOS now and just changed the voltage manually to try and cool things down. So I just hope that fixes the problem.
Yeah.
I've had this before, and changing the voltage has helped. So
Good.
See what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's hoping, man. Just hoping it works.
Yeah. Sucks when your PC doesn't work as intended.
Right? How's that graphics card doing, though? Does it look amazing?
I've only really tested Valheim so far. And because I guess Valheim isn't as graphics intensive as a lot of other games, I'm not noticing a huge difference, but
Sure.
I'm sure I would notice quite a difference with games like Overwatch.
Yeah, we were actually talking about maybe playing some Overwatch soon. You know what I mean? Just not that we're like anywhere near tired of Valheim, but just doing something different, and
yeah.
So it'd be kind of cool to see how it runs and looks with Overwatch.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, when are you guys thinking of playing Overwatch?
Oh, I don't know. We
This-
haven't really talked about it too much, like an actual date.
Easter weekend?
What's that?
Easter weekend, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe.
If you're not going away, that is.
Oh, so actually we are. That's right. We're going to Kylaris's parents. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
we won't be back until that Monday. But
Fair enough.
yeah, but I have that Monday off. So maybe what we'll do is reschedule Sunday night stream for Monday.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so at some point, we aren't leaving. Excuse me, we aren't leaving until Saturday. So Friday night stream should still be on. So maybe then.
Okay.
So
That'll be my Saturday. I should be around.
yeah, word. It'll be like old times.
Yeah.
Like it was so long ago.
What are you talking about?
Overwatch.
When do you want to play?
Maybe Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we were just talking about Prof's new GPU that he got, and how, you know, and like he was saying how, like, I think when you said you installed that, Prof, it reverted the CPU back, right?
Well, yeah, installing the
setting.
graphics card doesn't directly do that, but I had to. I was having some trouble with my cooler, trying to get things to fit. So as a part of all that, I had to take out my radiator. That caused a whole drama of my CPU overheating when I reinstalled it, so I had to figure out what was going on.
Right.
So in the midst of that, I had to reinstall my CPU basically.
Jeez.
And, that when you do that, basically the PC thinks, oh, you've installed a brand new CPU, so it just reverts settings back to, you know, the factory default, I guess.
Yeah.
Which apparently is an overclocked condition. So, yeah, that was fun.
Or something.
Yeah, the GPU is so massive. I just was unable to slot it in easily. So
Yeah.
I had to take out my radiator to fit it.
Wow. That's nuts. Well, so yeah, Kylaris, we were talking about how you know, with Valheim, because it's not too graphically intensive, he hasn't really been able to see how good it is. So we were
Yeah.
so we were like, maybe we need to.
Yeah, I've been wanting to find a time to play some more Overwatch anyway. Just to hang out. I bet Moo would be on board.
Yeah.
Yep.
That could be a nice, fun, chill thing to do before the holiday weekend.
Prof reminded me too. We're gonna have to reschedule Sunday night stream to Monday probably. Or oh no, we're playing D&D on Monday.
Well, this Monday. I don't know about next week.
Oh right.
Well, we could always do like Tuesday or something. We'll have to just be in communication about it. Or else, I mean, at the very least, that one is canceled. If we can reschedule it, we will.
Right.
Yep, we're taking Easter off. Because we'll be out of town.
Yep.
hope my castle doesn't become like lagged and
Is all the stone?
yeah.
Is it?
It's took a huge amount of stone to finish.
Well, I wonder
Why
if
not?
that makes it worse, or maybe it won't be as bad as Lagton, also because I think the terrain of Lagton is what made it as bad as it is, having to cut into the mountain and everything, or the hillside.
Yeah, I guess at least mine is kind of was pre-existing somewhat.
Yeah.
That has to help, I think. You didn't change the world that drastically.
Because I think one of the things that I'm noticing too is when you log in and it has to, like render the world and stuff like that. A lot of the time, it's trying to, it's like it recognizes the old terrain, and then it has to change it to match what we've done to it. So I almost wonder if like what we've got, but plus what we've done to the world has really made it bad, you know?
Yeah, when you log on, it'll be a lot of times it recognizes the buildings first, and then you'll see the old terrain still like cutting through the buildings. So it's like it takes it longer to figure out that the ground is gone and stuff like that. And it's just a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
So we've said in the future we're probably going to be more cognizant of building with the terrain rather than making the terrain fit our builds, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't want to go down to that plains. Ooh. Get some stamina back. Oh, death skeetos. Oh, crap.
Shield up.
I don't have any stamina. I'm on the mountain. And this
Do you
thing's-
have any arrows yet?
Yeah, but I killed it. My shield blocked it.
Okay. Cool. Get that needle.
What can I get rid of here? The resin? No, I'll get rid of the bone fragments because
yeah.
we have plenty of those. That Skeeto trophy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pick that up. I haven't seen a trophy.
They are rare.
Do you get any recipes from it or just an item?
No, just the item. There's another one up here, though.
They were even more rare prior to the latest update.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Man, what are the death skeetos doing up here?
Looking for death.
Yeah, I feel like once you get up on the mountain, it's not as difficult to traverse, but actually getting up the mountain from the side is a pain.
Yeah, it's like a parkour nightmare.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got stamina for that.
Yeah, hence stamina potions are very important, I think.
Yeah. What are the components of the stamina potion? Do you know offhand?
Honey, yellow mushroom, and cloudberries.
Oh, yep.
Is that for like a medium-sized one, or is there a smaller one?
The medium, yeah.
We definitely have a lot of
Because
honey and mushrooms, but not so much cloudberries.
they are easy to find in the plains.
Well, that's like a contrary sentence, isn't it?
But
They're
they're plentiful,
plentiful,
let's say that.
but you're also in the plains.
Yeah, if you can survive the encounter, then yeah, they're easy to get.
There is a really cool spire down here that is on the very edge of the land. I don't know if you guys can see this on stream from my view, but it's on the very edge of land. It's like half in the water, half on the terrain. I don't know how tall it is from here, but it seems pretty big. That would be kind of a cool spot to build what, like, I had the idea for, you know, like the wheel with the 4 spokes connecting. I think that'd be a cool place.
Yep. Can make a bridge all the way down from the castle to the spire.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Like a sky.
Oh no! Dang it! I just lost to a 1-star troll in the Black Forest. Who am I?
No.
I ran out of stamina. Speaking of stamina.
Bit rusty.
Hey! Yeah, I guess so. Oops.
It's only been a day since you played.
Can't take days off in this game.
Need to have your wits about you.
Well, I guess I should have said that a different way. It's been a whole day since you haven't played.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why you're rusty.
Just trying to do some exploring over here. Don't fall any more, Orin. Oh, I see fuelings down there. And a lox.
Yeah, we need to hunt those.
Yeah, we're out of meat.
Their food is too good to pass up.
Prof, I dropped a bunch of silver in your like better chest.
Reinforced.
The
chest.
reinforced
Yep.
one, yep, at the castle.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, this is supposed to be a hub for everyone to sort of use.
Cool.
It's got everything one could need at the moment. As cooking areas, a couple of cauldrons. It'll have 4 fermenters, 2 smelters, 2 kilns. So
You have been busy.
yeah. The workbench and forge are all complete at their highest level of upgrades that we have so far.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Yep. So I figure if we can smelt some stuff, and again, like, you know, the whole thing is like at some point we are going to, not that we'll totally like leave the main base, but at some point I feel like we're gonna spread out and we're going to have other bases, you know, that we're probably gonna spend more time at, or even situationally be at more. So, because I really like those mountains, man.
There's a smaller mountain biome just to the east on this same landmass that will almost certainly have silver as well. So.
Awesome. Well, and now that we have that special item that's helping us find it, which is pretty awesome, I feel like we are going to find a lot of it, and even finding the stuff in the swamps, right? Like, how helpful is that?
Yeah. I probably won't. Actually, no, I'll take that back. probably still need quite a bit of iron
Mm-hmm.
to make iron beams and such.
Yep.
I've actually reinforced a significant portion of the castle with iron beams. So
Ooh, nice.
Oh, awesome.
That's really cool. Because I want to, what I really want to do is, at some point, increase the tower height. So, getting to the point where we can start using iron for that, not that it's like super
Oh, yeah.
superfluous, if you will, but like we've kind of been prioritizing gear and weapons.
yeah.
So it's nice to get to the point where, like, hey, we can dedicate some iron to something like that.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm pretty much just... Whoa, how'd he hit me? I'm pretty much just kind of exploring around, getting exploring the coast of this land mass, because I didn't have any of this uncovered. I'm just kind of curious how far it goes, but it may be this whole section, so I don't know if I'm gonna run around the whole thing. Does it sound like somebody's... Oh, they're skeletons. Skeletons fighting a shaman over here. And great, it's raining in the Black Forest, which means if I even come back to the...
I know, I was going to go up a mountain right where I am, and I was like, well, I'm soaking wet. Oh, gosh, there's another troll.
I'm actually going to switch to you while you fight that.
Okay.
Should be able to block his hits, Kylaris.
Yeah, I know. These damn nuts.
Right. Well, that's the clincher always, isn't it?
Downside with being in the mountains is I seriously doubt anything will grow in uncultivated land.
Oh, yeah.
If you can even cultivate it.
Right. Yeah, I doubt it.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
Well, and again, I like that kind of aspect, right? Like, that you can't do everything, like you've gotta, nowhere becomes obsolete.
Although there is a plains biome nearby, if we make a walled off area, perhaps we could start growing barley and flax.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Although I think it's possible we're just not advanced enough to get any recipes, even if we do grow it. So
That could be.
I'm almost curious if there are recipes that we would get if we crafted more items, because it seems to me that some things you don't get until, you know, it's like the idea of the Draugr head and the Draugr head and the Ymir flesh, right? Like, until you held both.
Right.
So I don't know if there is anything.
Well, that wasn't necessarily about crafting, but I know what you're saying.
Well, sure, yeah. Makes me want to get a ship and sail the edge of this landmass here. I gotta wait for the rain to stop to go back up the mountain. So for anybody watching, the mountain will freeze you to death. We have some stuff to circumvent that. However, if you are wet, it will still kill you. It negates the frost resist, basically. Even with the items that we have.
Might start smelting that silver you dropped off.
Cool.
Right. It's already 27 bars of silver already smelted.
Nice.
So you guys can probably start crafting stuff.
Ooh.
What should we
I'm
craft?
so there. I don't know. Would you do wearables first, or like
I recommend the armor first.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Go
a
ahead.
wolf chest takes 20 silver, 5 wolf pelts, and 1 chain. The wolf armor legs, 20 silver, 5 wolf pelts, 4 wolf fangs.
Oh, okay.
And the helmet, wherever it is, the Drake helmet, 20 silver, 2 wolf pelts, 2 Drake trophies.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think it's been our. Ooh, I don't want to go out there yet. I'm still dripping. I think our approach has been to do the armor first, right? Like, kind of with the idea that, like,
When you have more defense,
Better
you can go
defense.
in to collect more faster.
yeah.
So, yeah. I've got level 4 armor across the board, which has I have a total of 82 total armor,
Woo.
Oh, wow.
which is a lot. Yeah, definitely a much better than iron armor. So
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's like
Yeah.
43. Oh wait, hold on. With my actual helmet on, it would be 61.
which is still okay. Like, it's enough to survive out here in the mountains, but
But that's like fully upgraded iron.
But to thrive.
Yeah, thrive, not survive.
to wander around confidently, and even to start venturing into the plains, we're gonna need wolf armor. So,
Yeah.
It stopped
absolutely.
raining in my forest if it wanted to check your...
What's that?
It stopped raining in my forest. Weren't you waiting for it to stop?
Yeah, I'm already back on the mountain. Think so.
I swapped to the silver shield as well. I've stopped using the serpent scale.
Okay. Upgraded it enough now.
Yeah, it's fully upgraded, but it's still the blocking power is still a bit worse than the serpent shield, but it has the things going for it are its parry force of 50 and its movement speed penalty is only 5%. I think this serpent scale shield has this penalty of 10%, I think.
Yeah.
So that penalty is a bit too much for my liking.
Yeah. Well, especially if there's a comparable replacement, and as you upgrade that, it's going to get better.
Yeah. So at the moment, I have a shielded blocking power of 85, I think.
Serpent scale is 100.
Yeah, so there is a penalty there, but I think the pros outweigh the cons.
Yep.
Sure. Well, and it's cool that, you know, there's similar things that you can kind of choose features and weigh the pros and cons. It's not always like, oh, now you're this level, so you have to have this shield. It's like, well, you could choose to still use the serpent one if that's what you wanted to. Oh gosh, I'm in the plains. I wanted to cross the line for a second.
Ooh, trying to get back up to the spire, but way up there. There might be a dragon attacking the spire right now. Trying to get up there to defend it. Oops. Ooh, killed it. Maybe. Nope, didn't kill it. Almost killed it.
The wolf armor chest and the pants. Actually, no, sorry, it's just the chest that has the damage resistance to frost. So if you have that on, don't necessarily need to have a fancy cape.
Oh, really?
While it's only level 1. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because even your deer capes, fully upgraded, have better armor than the level 1 Rock's cape, so...
Right. Yeah, I didn't realize that the other wearable pieces had the frost resistance.
It's just a chest, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I thought the pants would also confer the damage resistance, but it does not.
Your dragon shootings are Drake shooting something, and I do not see where. Kylaris, it's 11:52. We were saying we weren't going to stay on too late tonight because we've got some stuff to get done tomorrow, but...
Yep. Well, we can... I mean, I'm out in the middle of the forest, but we can shoot to, wrap it up at midnight if you want.
Yeah.
I have to go soon myself because I have to drop off my car.
All
Sure.
right. Are you staying there, or how are you getting back?
Well, thankfully my insurance allows me to have a hire car for free, so
Ooh, nice.
I can have that for 14 days, which is
Wow.
nice.
Oh, awesome. They giving you like a Mercedes?
You're getting a cool one?
I wish. But anything that gets me from A to B, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and nice that you get a day off too to just chill and stuff, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, my employer has given us employees 2 free days off as a thank you for working throughout the pandemic. So
Wow.
Excellent.
I've used one of those days today.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's epic. All right. Let's can contribute to the things going on in the chest here.
So, I don't know if we have a stash of wolf pelts anywhere, but
We should at main base.
Yep, main base we do.
oh, okay, yeah. You guys could probably craft some chest armor pieces if you wanted.
Sweet.
Like right
Go
now?
back to- yeah, I'll go back to main base and get the wolf pelts. You should have enough silver to make 2 of them.
How many? How much was it? The wolf pelts? How many did we need?
I can just grab the whole lot.
Because I already have
Bring
8
them all
on
back.
me from killing wolves while I was out.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it's only 4, but
Oh, okay,
I'll double check.
sure.
Basically, if you have room in a chest out there, we could just bring them all for when people want to start crafting their gear.
Yeah,
Because I don't really think we need them as much at Legton.
right. The Desquito trophy is ridiculous.
Is it?
It's
Oh my
so
god.
small.
I'm going to need to pick that up.
It's funny. I'll put
So
it.
wolf armor chest is 5 pelts. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'll drop off some other stuff. The thing is, too, though, is I actually really like the Lox cape. Better than the deer hide. And even better than the troll and stuff, too. Even though I like the troll, I think the troll is good for going and ranging and foraging for stuff. I like the look of the Lox one a lot.
Yeah.
So,
It's very flowy.
Yeah, it's much better looking than the deer cape.
So that's the thing. In a lot of ways, I almost kind of want to just keep my my Lox one, even if it's not quite, you know, like it's kind of a hard choice.
Well, the good thing about the Lox cape is you only need Lox hides to upgrade it. You don't need... Which I thought was a bit strange, actually. Like, you need silver to craft it initially, but you don't need it to upgrade. So,
Huh. Interesting. I wonder why.
which is not the case with the wolf cape, I'm pretty sure. You need silver to upgrade the wolf cape.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, the Lox one was surprisingly cheap to make and upgrade, it looked like.
Yeah.
I grabbed all of the wolf pelts, and I will take it to Plum Castle.
Be one spot left in the big chest.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll probably... Oh, actually, I'm just going to build up another one of these chests.
Man, our wolves are going crazy. Sorry, what's that?
Reinforced chests are so much better.
Plumdell's Castle. So cool. And I will just hold on to 5 for myself.
Grab a chain as well while you're in there.
Oh, yep.
And 20 bars of silver.
We have a lot of chains at Lagton too, last I checked.
Yes. It is at the forge. Okay, so we're doing chest plates first, chest pieces.
I think so, yeah.
A wolfskin jerkin, warm and wild looking. It protects against the cold. That's awesome. And I got one. Super excited about that. Thanks, Prof.
Yeah.
No worries. There's also a stash of Drake trophies in there to make the helmets eventually.
Nice.
Cool.
Awesome. We might have... Do we have some of those back at main base? I feel like I've seen some,
Don't remember.
but I don't know.
Let's see what this Fenring trophy looks like mounted.
Ooh.
I only ever found one, so that must be pretty rare as well.
Mm-hmm. I just got caught on a lantern, or not a lantern, a what's it called? Oh, I'm dumb. The stick lighty thing, torch. Oh my gosh.
The stick lighty thing?
You know what, Orin? Go to bed. Yeah, and the kids have got school in the morning too, so no staying up late tonight, that's for sure.
I think tomorrow we're probably going to go pick up some lunch and bring it over to Orin's parents too.
Yep.
Check on how they're doing.
Yep, for sure. Go visit with them for a little bit. Yeah, I called today too and asked, hey, how's he doing? And of course, my mom was like, and I had the thought right when I woke up too. It's like, it's day 2. He's gonna be sore, and for sure he was. So yeah, I'm imagining day 3 is gonna be about the same. Usually is. you know, and I was asking my mom too, how are you doing? And, you know, she's just like, I'm exhausted. So, you know, it's a tiring situation in general. So we figure, you know, again, help them as much as we can. And so it'll be nice to go over there with some lunch and stuff and just go talk a bit and hang out. So,
Yeah. Interesting. So the Fenring trophy is a severed arm.
what?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Half wolf, half man.
Oh, cool.
I want to see it.
Oh, wait.
Go to the.
Good.
Go to the top level of the center column. I put it on the table because it looks like it looks better if it's mounted horizontally.
So that's interesting. And actually, you know what? I think I picked up a Fenring. Didn't I pick up a Fenring trophy on Friday?
I don't know.
I thought I did, but I haven't seen it mounted because it almost looks like a furry tail or something in your bags, doesn't it, Prof? In your inventory, sort of has like kind of a diagonal look or whatever. At first I thought I picked up like fur scrap or even like feathers, and then realized nope, I think it's a Fenring trophy, but
I thought it was a head, but no, it's an arm.
Yeah, it's an arm. That's interesting. Because I think I read the text on it, and it was talking about it being half man, half wolf. And so I'm curious what.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm curious what the story is behind the Fenrings and how we're gonna find that out. You know, because we've kind of figured out that the Draugr were a people who kind of thrived in Valheim, but it sounds like grew too proud, grew too
Corrupt.
yeah, and conquesting too much. And so it makes me wonder what's up with the Fenrings. Oh, that's cool.
That's such a good name too. It's like
Yeah.
it reminds me of Fenrir Greyback from Harry Potter.
Yep.
It's like a very woven werewolf name.
For sure. Oh, cool. I'm gonna outro this because I'm getting tired and it's late. So, man, a lot of fun tonight. It was really cool to hop back on after Friday night, getting into the new biome a little bit more. Making a couple new things. The mountain is just incredible. It's so much fun. So. And want to give a shout out to JJDB210. Thank you so much for the raid and the follow. Really appreciate you. To Cheppy and Poor Me, thank you for the follows as well. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Welcome to our community. We're glad to have you. And so, yeah, we will be back on Wednesday, 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And likely for some more Valheim. We'll explore some more of the mountain, probably get some more silver, so that we can upgrade our gear and everything. Maybe we'll build. So what seems to be kind of like the typical progression for us, because progression is very based on what you feel like doing and how you want to progress. Is we may. We tend to like work on gear. We tend to build some stuff. Like if we have any building ideas, getting that done, and then once we feel like we've kind of done what we can and we've gotten what we need, and we've done some exploring, we kind of move on from there. So I'm here. Stream can begin now. Hey, Locke. How's it going, man? Yeah.
Don't worry, I already plugged your channel.
Right. But yeah. Speaking of plugged channels. Professor Plum has been streaming with us tonight. It's part of our family-friendly stream team. Absolutely give his channel. Just go check it out. And if you like it, give it a follow, because dude's awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday. I think we're gonna, we'll likely be working on new armor, and I've got one kind of like building want right now, and I think it's kind of in the realm of building another portal house in the mountains for mountain biomes, and maybe I'll just have that kind of prepared, but I also kind of don't know how big we would need it, so maybe the idea would be to build it so it's very easily expanded, but we're also going to be on the lookout for silver to upgrade our stuff. So Becky loved the ruby chocolate, by the way. It was good.
I'm glad it made it safely to
Good.
her, and I'm glad she got to try it.
Ooh, yeah. I have to get OBS in the new computer for sure. Oh, Locke. In OBS, there's a way you can go to profile up in the top left menu. You can go to profile and you can export your profile. You may need to name it or something, but you can export it and you can send it to your new computer where you can upload it. And so any of the scenes that you've already created and everything, you can upload that. However, you will...
Sorry, Tuna. 14,000 total for the Calcustis Wig Challenge.
The Calcustis Wig Challenge. Hey, Tuna.
To 90%.
Wow. That's awesome.
Almost there.
Thanks so much, Tuna. Tuna, how are ya? Were you impressed that I didn't forget? No? That you didn't forget? What?
Saved my OBS life,
Yeah.
he said. For real.
Any art, anything that your OBS is pulling from other folders and things like that in your, like say your documents or whatever, you'll need to send over as well. And you'll probably need to remap them, right? Because they're probably not going to be in exactly the same file path. But you can send your profile. It will have your scenes. It will have your sources still, and it may even have your layout. I can't remember. And from that, you can, if you send all your art and everything else that you have as well, the stream, I call it stream assets. If you send those, you can just remap them and you'll have everything there. So
Locke says tunes.
we're doing pretty good, Tuna, but we're tired. So as you can imagine, it's been a long weekend. So we are going to, I have tomorrow and Tuesday off. So I have tomorrow and Tuesday off. We're going to get some stuff done around the house that, some like deep spring cleaning. So we want to be rested.
What just happened?
I don't know what
That
just
must
happened.
I'm in Plumdoll's castle and something is smacking on it somewhere.
Ooh, not good. Time off? Play Valheim with me. I wish.
Stop it.
Maybe at some point. Maybe a little bit. We'll see.
There's a drakeling on top of your castle. Ah! It's on me.
But anyways,
Coming back.
with that, again, thanks everybody who came and hung out with us tonight. Thanks for the follows in the raid. That was really awesome, and we hope to see you again next time. So we will we'll hopefully talk to you on Wednesday. So take it easy. Have a good night.
Bye. I wasn't paying attention.
It is Props voice.
Bye.
Okay, music.